Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. Helga says yes, thank you. Helga. All right, Kadeen says yes. Thank you, Kadeen, so much. Well, as you know, we always start our class with a toast. So let's do that. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And of course, I have my hot black coffee. And here is the toast for you. And I also want to thank the green team for their kind support. So let's give a toast to you and to the green team. All right. And let's toast to well, of course, to you, to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink, bottoms up. Okay, good, good, good. Cheers, cheers. All right, here is our lesson plan today, and we are going to compare idioms. It's a worksheet. We'll look at two idioms, see how they are similar and how they are different. After that, we have another worksheet, and we're going to compare grammar pairs. And again, 2 grammar points or phrases or vocabulary words, however you want to call them. And we have a worksheet and a video dictation with those grammar pairs. And so let's get right into it, shall we? So we're going to start our class with 2 idioms. We're going to compare these 2 idioms. And we call this comparing idioms. Comparing idioms. Okay, and the 2 idioms are get cold feet and have second thoughts. Get cold feet, have second thoughts. Get cold feet. And have second thoughts. Okay, good, good. Hey, Casta Magna is here. Hello. Okay, good. And get cold feet, suddenly get nervous. So you suddenly get nervous. Let's do this. Okay, so suddenly get nervous and then have second thoughts. Do a star. Okay, and this is a star, not very good star. Okay, there's a strange star. And rethink a decision. Okay, so get cold feet, suddenly get nervous, right? So, for example, let's say bungee jumping, right? And you tell your friends, okay, let's go bungee jumping, and you're ready, and you go to the area, you go to the place where you can do that, and you get right up to it, and it's almost your turn, and all of a sudden, you suddenly get nervous. Oh no, I have cold feet. I'm not sure if I want to do it, right? At the beginning, right, you're saying, okay, I'm going to do it. And then when it gets time for you to do it, you suddenly get nervous and maybe you back out. Maybe you don't want to do it any longer, all right? And then have second, sorry, I need some water here. Okay. have second thoughts, rethink a decision. And so maybe we could apply it to bungee jumping again. So at first you're talking with your friends, okay, let's do it. Let's go bungee jumping. Let's do it next week. Okay, so you guys make a plan. And then the next day you're having second thoughts. Maybe I don't really want to do this. And you're rethinking the decision, right? I don't know if I want to actually do it, right? So maybe I will cancel next week's bungee jump activity. So they're similar in you get nervous and you're not sure you really want to do it, but get cold feet, it's kind of right before you were going to do it, you get nervous. And then have second thoughts, it's some time before, maybe you want to change your decision. Okay, good. And of course we have a worksheet where we will practice these two idioms, and of course you'll make your own sentences, right? Okay, let's check out the worksheet. It's right there. And of course, all the worksheets you see here on my Patreon, go to my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here. Okay, let's check it out, the idioms. And here we go. Let's make it a little bit larger for our phone people, all right? Okay, there we are. So get cold feet, to suddenly feel nervous and want to back out of something. Example, he got cold feet right before the big presentation. Oh no, I'm not sure if I want to do this. I'm not sure if I want to go in front of all these people. Maybe I will back out. Okay, and have second thoughts, to rethink a decision or feel unsure about it. Example, he had second thoughts about taking the new job, right? So at first he's okay, I'm going to change jobs. This is a good job for me. But then having second thoughts, thinking about it, oh, maybe I shouldn't change jobs. Maybe I should keep my old job. Okay, so here we go. It's your turn to tell us about yourself. So number one, when was a time you got cold feet? So did you get suddenly nervous about doing something? Two, what can cause someone to have second thoughts? So what would cause someone to back out of changing a job? Or what would cause someone from backing out of doing something? And like, for example, bungee jumping. Three, which idioms do you use more? Do you use cold feet more or have second thoughts? So, or do you suddenly get nervous? Do you have cold feet more than you have second thoughts, for example? So let's see in the chat your experience, what you usually do. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to write your sentences in the chat here. Okay, clock is counting down. I'll show you the clock here. So I set it for 3 minutes. Tell us about yourself in the chat. Here we go. All right, it's counting down now. I want to see what you do in these situations. Helga says, have second thoughts equals change your mind. Yeah. Julia is here. Hello, Julia. How are you? Okay, so I'm got the clock running. So if I don't see any sentences, then we'll just go on with the worksheet. This is your opportunity to practice in the chat. This is your opportunity for me to look at your sentences. Yeah, Helga, get cold feet, chicken out, turn yellow. Yes, it's correct. Okay, Helga has a sentence here. I always get cold feet when I have to deal with the current authorities in the institutions. Yeah, so when you have to go to City Hall or talk to police or, you know, those kind of situations, right? We all kind of get nervous. We get cold feet, like, oh, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to go there. It's not fun. Many people will get nervous in that situation. It's hard not to get cold feet. I think that is the norm. Henna, hello, Henna's here. Henna, I have been having second thoughts about going home this Christmas. Okay, good sentence, right? So, yeah, so maybe like the crowds, you know, flying and you know, the airports are really crowded. The weather is unpredictable, right? You don't know if the plane will be canceled, your flight will be canceled. Also, the prices of tickets go up during the holidays, during Christmas. So, and it just might be easier staying home. Just don't travel for Christmas. I understand for sure. I don't like traveling during Christmas. Okay, there we go. Let's continue with the worksheet here. Okay, so now you're going to fill in the idiom. So which idiom will you use, right? Are you going to use cold feet or suddenly get get cold feet or have second thoughts? So which one are you going to use in these sentences? She started to about moving abroad. Which idiom will you use? He, right before the wedding rehearsal. There you go. Which idiom? I'm beginning to about this plan, and for they and decided not to sign the contract. Okay, Helga. So Helga says, I often have second thoughts when I don't have time for doing something. Yeah, I understand that. Like maybe, you know, you make a plan ahead of time and then all of a sudden things start piling up. You got more and more things to do. And then, okay, maybe I can't do that thing that you planned ahead of time. Okay, so fill in the idiom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Hannah. Okay, going back. Okay, Hannah, I always have cold feet when I meet new people. You get a little nervous. Okay. Okay, so we're doing the, okay, good. Okay, Helga, she started to get cold feet about moving abroad. Right, so now she's kind of rethinking that decision. Very good. She started to get cold feet about moving abroad. So she is rethinking that decision. Very good. Okay, yeah, Katie, get cold feet. Yeah, number one, that works best because when you have cold feet, you are rethinking the decision. Okay, Helga, he had second thoughts right before the wedding rehearsal. Okay, we can say that, like maybe he doesn't want to get married. Or we can maybe say, get cold feet for number 2, right? Nervous, like, oh my God, I'm getting married. So we're number 1, have second thoughts, right? Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't move abroad. And then number 2, maybe you're still gonna get married, you're still gonna go through with it, but you're getting nervous, right? It's getting close to the actual wedding day. So maybe number 2, you would have cold feet. So he got cold feet right before the wedding rehearsal. I think that's best for number 2, get cold feet. Okay, number 3, Helga, I'm beginning to have second thoughts about this plan. Yeah, so that's good. I think that's the best one for that sentence. Have second thoughts, right? Because maybe you're gonna rethink that decision. It's like, maybe that's not the best decision. Maybe I need to change it. Okay, so yeah, Helga, so you know, you can actually use either one in these sentences, but the meanings are a little different, right? You could, where get cold feet, you're still gonna do it, but you're nervous about it. And then have second thoughts, maybe you will decide not to do it, right? So number 1, or I mean, cold feet, get cold feet, you're still gonna do it, but you're nervous about it. And then have second thoughts, maybe you're gonna change your decision. And number 4, they had second thoughts and decided not to sign the contract. Yeah, so I agree with that. So they rethought the decision and decided, okay, we're not going to go through with it. Well, Henna, we're going to make our own decisions next right now. So here we go. So as we move on to, in the worksheet, I have to make it a little bit smaller. So now it's your turn to make your own decisions here. Or your own sentences. What did I say, decisions? Okay, so yeah, so here we go. So remember, get cold feet, become nervous at the last moment, and then have second thoughts, rethink a decision. So those are the two differences, right? Get cold feet, you're nervous at the last moment, but you still do it. And then have second thoughts, you're gonna rethink your decision. Maybe you're gonna change your idea. Okay, so make your own sentences using get cold feet and have second thoughts. And let's go 3 minutes and then we'll go to our next activity. Okay, so 3 minutes, it's time for your own sentences. Here we go. Okay. The timer is counting down. Let's see your sentences. We're using get cold feet, have second thoughts. Right, so get cold feet, sudden. All right, emotional, sudden. Tone is the how can I say it? The way you say it, maybe the way you act upon it, and have second thoughts, you're thinking it through, you're thoughtful, you're thinking it through. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea. Hannah, I don't see which sentence. Okay, so do it again, okay, Hannah? Let me see your sentence again. Kadeen, I got cold feet when I had to present my work in public. Right, so you got nervous because you had to demonstrate your right, so you had to demonstrate your work in front of people. So of course, that's natural. We get cold feet. Helga, it's easy to get cold feet in an unclear situation, right? So you don't know exactly what's happening. You're not sure exactly the procedure. So we get nervous, we get cold feet. Okay, we have a few more seconds here. Okay, Helga, he was out of money and had second thoughts about buying a new car. Yeah, I don't know if I can afford this new car. I better not. I have second thoughts about this new car. I don't know if I can really afford it. Nothing wrong with having second thoughts, right? Don't make a decision that you can't do. Okay, good. So that was 3 minutes. Let's go to our next activity. All right. And again, the worksheets are on my Patreon. Go there so I can support me there so I can support you here. Okay, a couple more sentences in the chat here. Katie, I'm having second thoughts about renting that house. Hannah, I'm going to have cold feet if I meet my in-laws for the first time. Yeah, so I'm going to have cold feet. Now, you don't want to use if. Okay, so when. We want to use when. So I'm going to have cold feet when I meet my in-laws for the first time. When I meet. So not if, but when. Okay, Hannah? Okay, good sentence. Yeah, I remember that. I remember meeting my in-laws for the first time, and it was I definitely had cold feet. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, good. Let's go to our next activity, and that is comparing grammar pairs. Comparing grammar pairs. Here we go. I'm going to write it here on the board, and we have a couple. Worksheets and a video dictation. Here we go. Number 2. Comparing grammar pairs. Okay, and we have worksheet. And video dictation. And our grammar pair is would rather. And prefer. And of course, our pattern is very important, right? So we have subject plus would rather plus base verb. And then prefer subject plus prefer plus noun or gerund. So gerund is an ing verb that changes to a noun. Okay, there we go. So we have prefer subject plus prefer plus noun gerund, would rather subject, would rather plus base verb. So those are the two big changes here. Base verb and then noun or gerund, which is an ing verb, but it acts as a noun. For example, I like swimming. Like is a verb, swim is a verb, but we change it to swimming, and so now it's a noun. So it's I subject, like verb, swimming noun or gerund. Okay, so these mean to express preference for one thing over another. So to express a preference for one thing over another. Okay, so, right, I'd rather, I would rather. So a lot of times when we're speaking, we use I'd, we'd, I'd. Okay, so that equals I would. Okay, so I'd rather go to the beach. We'd rather go camping. They'd rather play tennis. Okay, so I'd rather, we'd, they'd, yeah. Okay, so we'll look at it on the worksheet. Okay, so let's do it. So let's have a look, and then of course we have a video dictation. So we're going to use would rather and prefer, doing some dictation practice using those two, and then of course, but we'll first start with the worksheet. Okay, so let's have a look at the worksheet. It's right here. And let's make it larger, of course. Let's make it much larger for the phone people. Okay, so here we go. Would rather, used to express a preference for one thing over another. Pattern. Subject, would rather, base verb. Example, I would rather stay home. And then we have prefer. Also expresses preference, but is more formal and flexible in sentence structure. So more flexible, meaning we use it with nouns and gerunds. So I prefer dogs, right? Dogs are nouns, right? So I prefer dogs. Gerund, ing, verb ing. For example, I prefer swimming. I prefer playing tennis. Okay, so there we go. So we have our noun and our gerunds, where would rather with the base verb only. So prefer is more flexible, where would rather you have to use it with the base verb only. Okay, back to the worksheet here. And we have example, or the pattern is subject, prefer plus noun, gerund. And sentence here, I prefer staying home. There we go, there's our gerund, staying. Okay, now it's time to use these grammar points here. So fill in the blanks with would rather or prefer in the correct form. So here, this is where the pattern is very important. So this is where you have to look in the sentence, you have to think about the pattern to choose which one is correct, okay? And I'll make it larger for the phone people. We can do that. I can do that. There we go. Okay. Are we going to use would rather or prefer for these? Okay, I see the chat now. Now, I need the numbers. Yeah, so remember, I'd or I would rather, right? So those are both okay. Okay, good. So number one. Well, actually, you go ahead in the chat, write the grammar points, and then at the end, I will say each of the sentences. So I'm going to turn off my mic, so I don't bother you. Okay, good. Looks like you are just about finished. Hey, K4 is in the house. Hello, K4. Okay, let's start with one. And so remember, it's the pattern that is important for the sentence, of course. So number one is I'd rather eat, right? I would rather eat because we have to use the base verb, and so the base verb there is eat, so is would rather. I would rather eat at home than go out. Number two, walking, that's a gerund, so we need to use prefer. So number two is she prefers, so we're going to put the S, prefers, because it's she prefers walking to driving. Number three, stay, that's a base verb, so we want to use would rather. They would rather stay in tonight. Number four, we have coffee, which is a noun, so we want to use prefer. We prefer coffee over tea. And then talk is our base verb. Not is a negative, but we're still going to use the base verb for talk. So he would rather not talk about it. So let's do it one more time. Number one, I would rather eat at home than go out. Number two, she prefers walking to driving. Three, they would rather stay in tonight. Number four, we prefer coffee over tea. Number 5, he would rather not talk about it. Okay, great. Now let's go. Our next activity, you're going to choose which sentence is correct. Is 1A correct or 1B? You're going to choose which sentence is correct. So is it 1A or 1B? Is it 2A or 2B? Is it 3A or 3B? Which one is correct? Okay, we're almost finished here, I see. Okay, let's check the answers here. So number 1, we have to look at the pattern, and so it is I would rather stay home. So 1B, to stay. We don't need the to there. Just I would rather stay home. So it's 1B. Number 2, now prefer, we need the gerund. Okay, so it's going. So they prefer going by train. They prefer going by train. So it's 2B. And then 3, we need, so would rather. So it is followed by the base verb. So not go. So it's A. She would rather not go. So here we go one more time. I would rather stay home. 2. They prefer going by train. 3. She would rather not go. Okay, good. So there we go. And here, now you're going to check and find the mistake. Find and correct the grammar mistake. So I'll turn off my mic because of the outside noise so you guys can do it by yourself quietly. Okay. Oh, hearts. Okay, let's fix those sentences. So I will read the correct way. Number 1, I would rather eat now. So we need the base verb, so there's no to, just eat. So number 1, I would rather eat now. Number 2, prefers, so we need the gerund, ing, so going. He prefers going early. To goes, no, going. He prefers going early. Number 3, we have to change the going to the base verb, which is go. We would rather go tomorrow. We would rather go tomorrow. Number 4, prefer, so we need the gerund, going. So they prefer going by bus. They prefer going by bus. Number 5, we need the just the base verb walk. So there's no to there, not the infinitive, right? Just walk. She would rather walk. She would rather walk. One more time. I would rather eat now. Number 2, he prefers going early. Number 3, we would rather go tomorrow. Number 4, they prefer going by bus. Number 5, she would rather walk. Okay, nicely done. We got one more page, and then we will do our dictation practice. So let's go to the next, our last step. And as you know, the worksheet, each step you have to do more, right? You have to do more with each step. And of course, the last step, we know what you're going to do now, right? Because each step you have to do more. So of course, the last step, you have to make your own sentences, right? So let's do that now. Here's our second page. Okay, and I will turn off the camera so you can see easier. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna do it yourself now. So write a sentence using would rather about your weekend plans. Write a sentence using prefer about your favorite food. What do you prefer? Morning or night? What would you rather do on a rainy day? What would you rather do on a rainy day? Oh, Bron's here. Hello, Bron. Good to see you. And I'm gonna put 4 minutes on the clock. Okay, so a minute for each sentence. You get 4 minutes, and then we will go to our video dictation. There we go. The clock is counting down. Helga says, I would rather not go to work on the weekend. Okay, so the weekend. I would rather not go to work on the weekend. Good. Hey, Mary. Hello, Mary. Mary's here. We're making sentences, Mary. Write a sentence using would rather about your weekend plans. Write a sentence using prefer about your favorite food. What do you prefer, morning or night? And what would you rather do on a rainy day? Yeah, good, Helga. On the weekend, right? So I would rather not go to work on the weekend. Very good. So after this, we will do video dictation using these grammar points. Would rather and prefer. But before we do the dictation, let's see your sentences. Okay, Helga, in the morning, I prefer coffee to tea. In the evening, I prefer having tea over coffee. Very good. For me, Helga, coffee doesn't affect my sleeping, so I can drink coffee at night and still go to bed. Okay, Mary says, I would rather go to the beach on holidays. Julia, I would rather work out in the morning. Very good. So you're using the sentences correctly. Would rather, subject, would rather, base, verb. Prefer, you need the noun or a gerund, which is ing verb, which is a noun. Okay, Katie, I'd rather stay home on the weekend. So, the weekend. Hannah, I would rather stay home because I'm going to have cold feet when I meet new people. Oh no, Hannah, don't be a house hermit. Go out there, even though you have cold feet, go out there, meet the people, talk to the people. You will, in the end, you will be glad you did that. Kadeen, I'd rather stay home on the weekend. Very good. Helga, I'd rather stay in on a rainy day. I'd rather stay in on a rainy day. One more time, Helga. I'd rather stay in on a rainy day. Okay, Mary, I prefer to... Okay, now, Mary, we need watching. I prefer watching a movie at home on weekends. So remember, I'm going to... Whoa, sorry, wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, so it's important to think about the patterns here, right? So prefer, you need the gerund, which is a ing, verb plus ing. Okay, verb plus ing. So let's see. That was Mary, right? So Mary, watch, right? That's our verb, but we have to make it a gerund, so we have to put an ing there. Take out the to. So we need to say, I prefer watching a movie at home on weekends. I prefer watching a movie at home on weekends. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay, Hannah, I prefer coffee to tea. Kadeen, I prefer drinking coffee in the morning. Good, good. Prefer drinking. Helga, I'd rather stay in on a rainy day. Perfect. Okay, good, Mary. So do it again. Okay, good. You did it, Mary. Helga, I'd rather go out on a sunny day. Julia, I prefer coffee over tea, right? So prefer, we can use noun, right? So coffee is a noun. I prefer coffee. Mary, I prefer watching a movie at home on weekends. Perfect, perfect. Okay, good. Now let's do our video dictation. And again, the worksheets are on my Patreon. Go to my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here. Get all the worksheets we do here, there. Okay. Let's see, Helga, I'd rather have second thoughts to get cold feet. Okay. Now, what you're doing here, rather, you're making a comparison in a way. I'd rather have second thoughts to get cold feet. I would say over. I'd rather have second thoughts over getting cold feet? Yeah, for some reason it doesn't, it's not as smooth. I understand, and grammatically you're okay, but I don't think it's real smooth. We can make it better, I think. I'd rather have second thoughts to getting cold feet. Okay, let's just put getting. Okay, let's keep the to, but let's say getting. I'd rather have second thoughts to getting cold feet. That sounds more natural. K4, I prefer drinking coffee in the morning. Good. Kadeen, I prefer the night, especially Wednesdays and Saturdays because of your classes. Kadeen, you are very kind. I love you, Kadeen. Thank you. Okay, good, Helga. I'd rather have second thoughts to getting cold feet. Very good. Costa Magna, I prefer drinking wine in winter time. Very good. Very good job, everyone. So you used the pattern correctly. Subject, would rather, base verb, right? Just go. I'd rather go. I'd rather play. I'd rather have. I'd rather drink. I'd rather sing. And prefer. Subject, prefer noun or gerund. So I prefer coffee. I prefer YouTube. I prefer walking. I prefer watching. I prefer eating. I prefer doing. All right, so that's how we use these two grammar points. Now let's do our video dictation because we finished the worksheet. Okay, so for the dictation, you need a pencil. You need paper. Pencil and paper time. Pencil and paper time. Okay, Hannah, okay, you got a couple more sentences here. Mary, I prefer cooking early. Hannah, I have second thoughts about going out, so I'd rather stay home. Very good. Julia, I prefer talking with my parents over friends. Very good. Okay, nicely done, everyone. Now let's go to our video dictation. You need a pencil, you need paper, because you will be listening and writing. Listening and writing. And our topics, would rather, prefer, express preferences. Okay. Is everyone ready? Do you have your pencil? Do you have your paper? And I'm not going to be able to see the chat because I will be reading the sentences. I will read each sentence 3 times. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I have the sentences in front of me. Okay, here we go. We're going to count down to dictation time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, sentence number 1. I will read it 3 times. I'd rather stay home tonight. I'd rather stay home tonight. I'd rather stay home tonight. Number 2. I prefer quiet places. I prefer quiet places. I prefer quiet places. Okay, here we go. Number 3. They'd rather walk than take the bus. They'd rather walk than take the bus. They'd rather walk than take the bus. Okay, number 4. Here's number 4. This is the last one. There's just 4. He prefers morning classes. He prefers morning classes. He prefers morning classes. Okay, that was the dictation. We just had 4. Now we're going to check the sentences now. If you got the sentence correct, shoot some hearts or put an icon there or emoji in the chat so we know how you did. Let us know how you did. All right? Okay, here we go. Let's check the sentences. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Time to check the sentences. Okay, number 1. I'd rather stay home tonight. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let us know in the chat how you did. I'd rather stay home tonight. Okay, Helga's got a strawberry there. That means she got it right. She got it. Nice. And after we check the sentences, we're going to do the quiz on top of the chat. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. Choose the best. And then in the sentence, there's a missing word. You choose the best word for the sentence. Okay, so let's continue on, I guess. Here we go, number 2. Okay, Katie got a heart there, so she did it. Okay, Mary's got a check. Nice. Sumayet is here. Hello, Sumayet. Number 2, I prefer quiet places. I prefer quiet places. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Okay, Julia, there we go. Helga, 2 strawberries. Katie, 2 hearts. Julia got a heart there. Nicely done. Okay, let's check number 3. Number 3 is they'd rather walk than take the bus. They'd rather walk than take the bus. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Put in your icon or your emoji. Okay, Helga, 3 strawberries. Katie, 3 hearts. Julia, there we got 2 hearts there. Good. We got hearts shooting in the chat. Thank you. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. Last one, number 4. Let's check the sentence. And here it is. He prefers morning classes. He prefers morning classes. Okay, Mary, good. Or I don't know, what is that, Mary? Number 3, is that sad, happy? Okay, Helga, nicely. There's 4 strawberries. Katie, 4 hearts. Nice. Okay, KM, there we go. We got a wave there from K4. Julia, we got 3 hearts there. Oh, Mary's sad. Maybe she got number 3 wrong. Number 3 is a long sentence. That's okay, Mary. Don't worry about it. We're here practicing. Okay, good. All right, there we go. That was our dictation. Thank you. All right, let's check the box because We just did it. So there we go. We're going to check the video dictation box. Now we're going to do a quiz. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence. Let's check it out. Okay. Let me get some water first. I need some water. Okay. Good, good, good. Here we go. Are you ready for the quiz? All right. The sentence is, we'll have to the storm until the situation improves. We'll have to the storm until the situation improves. Choose the best word. Is it cover? Is it handle? Is it weather? Is it face? Does the sentence go like this? We'll have to cover the storm until the situation improves. We'll have to handle the storm until the situation improves. We'll have to weather the storm until the situation improves. We'll have to face the storm until the situation improves. Is it cover? Is it handle? Is it weather? Is it face? Choose the best word. Good luck. All right, this is a little difficult. It's an idiom. Yeah, weather the... Whoop. Don't say it yet. Helga, yes, good, you got it. Katie, you got it. Face the storm. We can do that, but that works. We can say we'll have to face the storm. But weather the storm, that is the best word. Remember, the name of the activity is, or the name of the quiz is choose the best word, and weather the storm is the most common idiom there. But face, I can accept face. So if you say face, I can accept that. But the best word is weather the storm, right? And so weather the storm is to hold on, to see through it, right? So it's a difficult situation, right? So it says until the situation improves, right? So the situation is not, maybe it's like a company, or maybe a relationship, right? So maybe you're fighting with your wife, you're fighting with your husband, you're fighting with your boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, friend. So it's a difficult situation for you. So until it improves, right? Until it gets better, you have to weather the storm. You have to hang in there. You have to not give up, right? So it'll improve, but in the meantime, you gotta weather the storm. You gotta fight through it. You gotta do your best. So that is the best word, weather. Weather the storm. We'll have to weather we'll have to weather the storm until the situation improves is the best word for the sentence, weather. Hannah, thank you. Okay, so we did it. You did it. Today is Thursday. I'll be here on Friday, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. for our premiere video. So that would be great if you can come into the chat. And what we do, we watch a collection of 5 videos. We make sentences while watching the videos. So we're using the patterns in the videos to make sentences. If you have questions for me, I can answer those questions in the chat. So it's a premiere video, which is a live chat. So Friday, 10 p.m. So I live in Japan, right? So today we started at 10 a.m., but tomorrow, Friday, 10 p.m. Premiere video. Okay, collection of 5 videos. We watch the videos and make sentences, practice together. So if you can make it, it would be great to see. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll be back on Sunday, this time on Sunday. So I hope to see you on Sunday. Okay, until then, smile, peace and love to you and your family. Be healthy, stay safe, and thank you for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so let's count down and say goodbye together. Here we go. We're counting down. We're saying goodbye together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. Love and peace to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow night, 10 p.m. for our premiere video. Yes, we're watching 5 videos. We are making sentences. We are chatting. We are practicing together. Okay, thanks so much. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you.